It's Wednesday, July 2nd, and here's some of the news beyond the headlines. Hundreds of thousands of people held one of the largest marches in Hong Kong's history on Tuesday to demand greater democracy. High turnout was fueled in large part by a recent unofficial referendum that called for the public nomination of candidates. It drew more than a fifth of Hong Kong's voters, but China's central government dismissed it as illegal. A former British colony, Hong Kong was returned to China in 1997, and until now, its most powerful leadership positions are chosen by a mostly pro-Beijing committee. UN agencies are warning that they aren't able to raise enough money to feed refugees in Chad, where people have escaped violence in South Sudan and the Central African Republic. The heads of the World Food Program and the UN Refugee Agency say security and logistical issues are further complicating their efforts to support the continent's 800,000 refugees. That's raising concerns that malnutrition, anemia, and other problems will worsen. WFP says it's had to cut food rations by half in some places, and that it must come up with $186 million to maintain its food programs in Africa through the end of the year. Amnesty International is accusing Lebanon of imposing, quote, blatantly discriminatory restrictions on Palestinian refugees trying to enter from Syria. A report released on Tuesday includes a leaked document from the country's security directorate, ordering airlines not to bring in refugees from Syria who are of Palestinian descent and threatening to punish them for non-compliance. Because they're considered stateless, Palestinian refugees are denied basic rights in Lebanon and are offered limited access to health and educational services. The government says there's no blanket ban on Palestinians entering from Syria, but it's previously said it would prefer they stay where they're registered. Turning them back would violate an international law that bans the return of refugees if doing so threatens their lives or freedom. An increasing demand for resources like timber and palm oil has caused Indonesia's deforestation rate to surpass that of Brazil for the first time. A study conducted by the University of Maryland used satellite data to prove that forest loss is accelerating despite a 5-year-old moratorium on clearance. Deforestation between 2000 and 2012 was recorded at 23,000 square miles, an area almost as big as Ireland. The practice threatens the wildlife habitats of endangered animals, and it's blamed for nearly 20% of harmful greenhouse gases. Check out the VICE News YouTube channel for more original reporting and documentaries from around the world.
So it's like if you're sentenced to jail and you come to a level 3 or level 4 facility, there's almost 2 systems of control. You're under the control of the correctional officers, but you're also under the control of the gangs.
Yeah, they do control the facilities.